Well, hi there, this is DBT, and alright, it's time to continue playing Doom Eternal with the Random Render Nightmare quote-unquote challenge. That is not really a challenge, it's more just like something that I'm doing for fun. Now, in case you're not familiar with what the hell this is, it's basically just my self-imposed rule of having to play with random render mode of those that were added in some version of Doom Eternal. I don't remember the specifics, but you know what I'm talking about. So in order to do that, I just make use of the wheelofnames.com. Totally not, in reality, this is not a sponsor or anything like that. I wish it was, but it isn't. So anyway, I just use this website because it's really easy to set this up and it's pretty handy. So anyway, we have Doom Classic VHS Retro Handheld and dots. We're getting to the dangerous point where some of this get really, really annoying. Like the dots, I absolutely despise dots. But let's see what we get. VHS. All right, VHS is not terrible. We can do VHS. It's all right. So okay, let's do that. Let's go with VHS. It's not terrible. In fact, it's all right. I mean, it does add a little bit of noise here and there, but in general, the visibility is not that much more difficult or hard or anything. So let's just go ahead and continue this because I don't remember where I was last time. We were in Arc Complex, so we're probably going to be fighting the Marauder pretty soon, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Oh, I think I remember. I finished on the patio fight the first time that you reached this fight. Yeah, here we go. That's what I thought.
Attention.
This fight used to give me a lot of troubles. Maybe it still does, but not so much. And as I say that, I die instantly. All right. I learned that the trick for this fight is to actually move away from this initial area. Because I used to stick around for a long time here. And then I just learned that, yeah, no, you're supposed to get away from there. How did I miss that twice? All right. Okay. That's one way of starting a video, by dying twice in less than 2 minutes. It's fine. Well, actually, I don't have a whole lot of resources, so that's not good. Ah, fuck off. All that armor that I just gathered is gone. You know, that's one thing that I like / dislike about Doom Eternal is how what would I say? How useless armor seems. You know, it's just the second health bar. And it's just, I mean, I'm not saying that I dislike it per se, but it's, I don't know, I guess I'm too used to games like Quake where, you know, armor has a very specific purpose of reducing the damage that you take. So it's a balancing act between having armor and health. While in here, armor can just straight up act like second health. But the part that I have more trouble with, it's how it was in, oh shit. I'm sorry, of how it is in this game regarding how easy you lose your stack and how the game is focused or you know, made around the whole idea of constantly having to restack because you're gonna take so much damage, and how easy you can restack. So I don't know, I understand that this is a very, perhaps it's even just my experience for how I play the game, but it does feel like the game is much more forgiving with the idea of, yeah, take damage, it's fine, you're gonna be able to restack very, very quickly. And I don't know, it just doesn't ring with me 100%. I mean, you know, I've been playing this game for a long time now, and I love the game, so it's not like I'm trying to shit on it, but I do question every once in a while, like, man, I kind of miss when you needed to play I don't know, I was gonna say smarter, but the reality is that in order to deal with Doom Eternal, you definitely need to know what the hell you're doing. It's not easy. I don't know if I can actually express what I'm trying to say here. And also here's an Easter egg that I saw in a video. This one I hadn't seen. Life is never completely without, what? It's challenges by SL. Who's SL? I remember I saw who that is, but I don't remember anymore. Well, yeah, so what I was saying is that I don't know that I can explain exactly what I mean by all of this rambling that I'm doing, but I guess I'm the whole thing of restocking often And I know it's the management side of the game, you know, resource management. But I don't know. I don't dislike it, but in a way I miss when it wasn't all about. Oh wait, do I have this? Oh yeah, I'm trying to do the mastery, but I don't even have bought these upgrades. All right, what do I have? Let me see. Remote detonate? No, I don't even have that. Energy shield. I can try to get the mastery for that. I'm gonna try to get the mastery for this thing. And actually, not funny, just curious note. By the time I'm recording this, it's exactly the day when I released the video, the showcase for Karen Took on the shotgun. So I just remember because of the full auto, which I see now how the full auto is useful in Doom Eternal, but I still feel like the emphasis on the sticky bombs it's real in this game, and it just comes down to the same. It's not that I want to talk about the same thing over and over, but I can't avoid it. All right, don't blame me. It's just part of me. It's just that, you know, the weak points is such a weird thing for me to talk about, because I enjoy the living shit out of playing with the weak points, and yet I do realize also how the weak points really just not force you. It doesn't force you, but how it really incentivizes the use of certain modules. But I don't know. I could be crazy. Every time I say one of these things, somebody comes around to tell me like, no, it's because you're doing it wrong and because you don't really know how it works. And granted, it could be true, but you know, I think the vast majority of people would agree with this. How the, for example, the sticky bombs are just so much more useful than the full auto, or in a much more dramatic example of this is the difference between the micro missiles and the scope. I don't know. It's like, why would I use the micro missiles if they can take down weak points? So I can spend a tremendous amount of ammo to try to kill an arachnotron with these little turrets while using the micro missiles, and hope that I don't take a tremendous amount of damage. Or I could just switch to the scope, destroy the turret quickly, and then deal with the rest. You know what? I'm gonna do this because I know that next up is a what is it called? Slayer gates. And the mistake that I've made several times on Slayer gates is arriving at them with not enough ammunition, not enough resources overall. So my armor and health are alright at this moment, so that should be fine. But the ammunition is the one that usually tends to be a bit of a problem. Are we ready for one of these? I don't know. Am I gonna spend the rest of this video trying to beat this Slayer gate? Maybe. But I think this is what you're here for, right? To see me suffer. And speaking of suffering, I don't know what does that have to do with anything, but I was gonna say, it's time for me to call for action over here. And so, you see how I just murdered this cyber demon? I mean, excuse me, this tyrant? That means that you have to hit the like button right now. Yeah, I'm totally making this shit up as I try to beat this guy. Yeah, go ahead and hit the like button if you're enjoying all this shit, and subscribe to the channel. By the way, this is something I can talk about proper in this because I didn't want to go too deep on the. I wanted to mention. I mentioned it on the current Took Micro showcase of the shotgun, but I just didn't want to go too deep into it. About the fact that I'm quote unquote celebrating my 6,000 subscribers on this channel. And as I was saying on that video, 6,000 subscribers may not sound like that much, and actually, you know, compared to what you're using on YouTube or big YouTubers talk about, Yeah, 6 downs. Oh shit, get out of... Fuck. That's one thing I absolutely hate about this game. How if you get close to an enemy and they block you, then you suddenly can't move. You become slow. That I absolutely hate. Anyway, all right, well, that worked. Yeah, so... Ah, fuck. Hold on. Oh, shit! Deserved.
Bruh.
Yeah, so... You know, the YouTube channel, this YouTube channel that you're watching right now, to which you should be subscribed at this moment, by the way. If you're watching my video and you're not subscribed, that means that you're not a real fan, I suppose? I don't know. But yeah, so this channel I've had for a very long time. Because, you know, I don't even remember what was my original intention when I opened the channel. Maybe I just opened it because I needed it for liking videos. I don't know. I don't even know. The point is that I opened the channel. Fortunately, I had the thinkies enough to name it as DB Thanatos, because I continue using this channel ever since. For whatever reason that I created it. Again, I don't really remember why I made it, but I guess I had a good reason for it. Oh, come on! Why did you... Fuck. Are you dead yet? Alright, that worked a little bit. So the channel has been there. I think I really only started to use the channel when I was uploading some videos about stupid nonsense. I think I started with some music thing, uploading a little bit. Yeah, maybe that's why I created it, to upload some of my music. Because I remember back in the day I also had a... Probably it still exists if it wasn't deleted for inactivity or something, but I also had a MySpace for my music. Because I was proud of it, even though I listen to it now and it's like, yeah, well, I was young, you know? So anyway, the point is that after a while I started uploading in super low quality some videos of me playing Eons of Death, which if you don't know what that is, shame on you, you're not a true DBT fan. I mean, I don't say why you should be, but still. So yeah, I started uploading some videos about that. Alright, that worked. Even run away from me. How about that? Oh shit, this one's still alive? For a moment I thought I had killed it. Yeah, I freeze it to deal as much damage as possible. I don't even know if I have that upgrade for the more damage while they're frozen, but oh well. So yeah, I was uploading videos of that in very low quality, and I do mean low quality. I think it was probably like 360p tops. Then again, at that time, hearing about HD was like a what? HD? What the hell is that? So anyway, but I've never used the channel for anything too particular, you know? It was just a bit of an outlet, and to be fair, it still is. I don't think I've ever took the YouTube gig as a proper source of anything. Like, I've always been aware that monetizing that channel would be... Oh shit! Oh, I thought I was dead. Would be an exercise on futility, because, you know, I use a lot of copyrighted material for the music, for my videos and whatnot. So yeah, monetizing the channel never been a goal. So I just uploaded a video here, a video there. Then at some point somebody said like, hey, why don't you try talking on the videos? And thus began the era of the talkers for DBT, which, as you can see, I just haven't, you know, really gotten off that train yet. But again, all this was just a bunch of me messing around and having fun. That was that. So the fact that at some point I was actually acquiring subscribers was a bit of a surprise. A welcome one for sure. But, you know, I was like, oh, okay, sure, cool. So all this is my roundabout way of explaining how in about 10 years of me just using the channel, first for not much, then just for some gameplay, and then later I started using it for posting my trailers of my mods and all that. I've been getting subscribers slowly, about 10 years, and I've got 5,000 subscribers, more like 4,500 or something like that. And then not too long ago, I was actually happy to have reached finally the 5,000 subs mark. So that was cool, but again, that was just a couple of months ago. So I would say, what was that, like 500 subs per year, maybe? And then in the past couple of months, I got another 1,000 subscribers, because at this point, when I'm recording this, we're at about 6,000 subscribers, which again, is not a huge number. It's nothing like, oh my God, I'm becoming a famous YouTuber and my dreams of being rich by just playing video games are gonna become true. No, it's nothing like that. But it's still kind of, I find it really both surprising and in a way a bit flattering that people are interested at all on subscribing to this channel, you know, where I just post random shit and low effort videos. So, except my trailers, I gotta say, I'm proud of my trailers. They are not low effort, they take me a tremendous amount of time, and I'm really proud of what I've done regarding it. But, I haven't really posted trailers in a while, and all these subs are coming, I think, from the current Took hype, which I also appreciate. Oh, I did the thing where now I have an invisible weapon. Look at that. Look at that. And I can actually shoot it at all, and I can zoom. Whoa. Look at my hand. Ain't that a beautiful hand? Yeah, I tried to switch weapon when I was picking something, and it caused this. And now I can pretend that I'm holding this rocket. Look at me. I'm holding it. Okay. There we go. So yeah, getting this additional bunch of subscribers is really cool. It makes me think that perhaps I can push this a bit further, and while I have some of your eyes in these videos and whatnot because of Current Took, I might as well push it and ask you over and over to subscribe to the channel and all of that bullshit. Because yeah, why not? I mean, we're having fun over here. I'm having fun. I like reading your comments and seeing what the hell you think about the stupid shit that I say and the stupid shit that I do. So yeah, it's fun, and I do hope that you're having some fun watching all of this shit, because I mean, I mostly do these things, you know, to entertain myself, but it's really nice to know that, you know, people are actually enjoying it too. And that was the wrong grenade. Cool. So yeah, this is I guess my long. It's not a rant, because a rant usually is like a negative type of deal. It's more like my long blabbering for me just to say thanks to everybody for subscribing, for watching all these videos, for putting up with my nonsense, and, you know, all of it. So, yes, thank you. Let me just check quite quickly what else do I need around here, because I have a few points. You know what? Let me spend some of this on my suit. Oh yeah, this one is all right, but I don't like it too much. So I think I'd rather spend them a bit more in my nades. And instead of the falter, no, I think the falter would be better than the concussion bombs, because usually the concussion bombs, you know, you kill an enemy and they drop a few more bombs, but the reality is I usually use the grenade not to deal with a bunch of small dudes, but just for the big ones. So the little bombs don't seem that useful to me. So I'm just gonna go with the falter and spend a couple more points on barrels will leave behind some ammo when destroyed. Yeah, that seems useful, just to restock. Yeah, all right, that'll do. How about my weapons? Oh yeah, I was trying to get points for this, right? The full auto, because why not? By the way, I'm still thinking that I gotta do, you know, I'm always looking for more dumb excuses to keep playing Doom Eternal over and over. And by the time I'm recording this, it's the September the 15th. That's gonna be still another month and some days before the DLC drops. So I'm probably gonna be able to finish this game and then replay it over before the DLC drops. So I don't know. What do you think, guys? Should I do another playthrough of this thing? Because I was just about to say that I want to do the off-meta upgrades. I did that challenge for Twitch, but I thought, hey, why not for YouTube now that I'm not twitching that often anymore. And what that means is playing, forcing myself to play with the off-meta, as the name implies, the off-meta upgrades. And that means precisely what I was talking a little bit ago. You know, not relying anymore on like the no sticky bombs, no scope, no lock on for the rockets, you know, no plasma, what is it called? Heat blast for the plasma rifle. The chain gun is a weird one because I don't think either one of the, I keep seeing this one and I'm freaking out that I haven't picked it up, but I come back to this area later, right? I think so. And this doesn't matter. For the chain gun, I don't know what is the meta module to get there. By the way, you can do this and skip a bit of that. But you know what? I'm gonna do it the proper way, all right? Because I'm a true gamer, and true gamers do the shit proper. Jeez. And by the way, I think that's a thing. Well, you know what? I'll talk about it when the time comes. I don't want to get ahead of myself regarding things that I'm going to show you in character. But yeah, it's something to do with the Keka demon. But yeah, so I've discovered that there's a few places in the game where you can skip some jumps thanks to how high you can jump off a wall. So like this, you know, I have to go there and do the whole thing that I did. Well, I can also do this, and there we go. So there you go. If you wanted to know a bit of a shortcut, you have it now. You're welcome. Don't even mention it. Okay, I need some ammo. So really, I don't think, do you guys use the grenades at all for small dudes? Do you find the cluster bomb thingy useful? I don't. Because, I mean, I don't know how strong those little bombs they are, but again, I tend to just use the frag grenades to do a bunch of damage and to falter a big dude, as opposed to, you know, oh, there's a bunch of enemies. Let me just spend one of these grenades that take a while to reload instead of just using a rocket, which the cooldown is way lower. Cooldown, I mean the reload. Hold on, do I have challenges, weekly challenge? Oh no, I did all of them already. Okay, cool. Because last time I'm already at whatever this event is called, but the previous event I didn't make it all the way to the last reward, so I missed some shit over there because I wasn't playing enough. You know, that's kind of what happens when you suddenly start spending a stupid amount of hours working on a mod about the game that you're saying that you're not playing enough. How about that? How's that for making it confusing? So anyway, yeah, about the no meta upgrades. What do you think about that? Would you like to see a playthrough of it? Because trust me, like I said, I did it already for Twitch, and it was a nightmare. But I also understand that, you know, if I cannot provide you the super high quality or super, what would you say, super high skill gameplay of people that can play games proper, you know, maybe I can show you my pain as I struggle to get through the game. And speaking of, I don't know what to tie it with, but I just remembered that if you follow me on Twitter, log to my Twitter at the DBT, you may know. Okay, sure, why not? You may know that I am actually in the process of acquiring a 144 Hz monitor. Finally, after so many years of calling myself a proper gamer. Actually, I've never liked calling myself a gamer, but you know, I game, so I guess I am a gamer. I never paid attention to this side. Is there anything interesting to watch? Okay, apparently not. Bunch of smoke too. What is that? Do you see that little thing floating? What's that? Huh. I wonder. Because look, it legit is floating. I mean, it could be some sort of antenna or something. To me, it looks like it's floating. No, this is the best zoom that I have. What's that? I need to know. I'm falling. I'm not falling anymore. So instead of showing you some gameplay, I'm just wasting time here trying to figure out what the fuck that is. I wish I knew how to cheat to go no clip and see what the hell that is. I just want to see if it collides. Oh no, my rocket disappears before it gets it. Alright, fine. Whatever. I'll live with the doubt then. What was I saying? I don't know, that little flat floaty thingy distracted me. Oh yeah, my 144 monitor, 144 hertz monitor. You know, I've used, I mean, when I was younger, I had, you know, very shitty computers. And that's actually how I got into Doom, because that's the only thing I could play proper in my 486 that I used to have. So, and of course, I don't regret it for a second. But my point is that, you know, I never really knew what was a high frame rate. Then finally, when I had more decent computer, I just started living in the 60 frames or 60 hertz monitor type of deal. Like, I never moved up from there. So I've been playing at 60 hertz for a ridiculous amount of time. And you know, of course I've known for a while now that high refresh rate monitors exist. And I've been always curious about them because of course, why not? But the thing is that once I started seeing the prices for them, it's like, oh, okay, maybe I don't really need them. And that has been my position for the longest time. I don't really need them. I don't think I need them. Oh shit. God damn it again. Alright, I have 3 minutes to do this fight. Let's do it quickly. And finish my idea. So, I never thought that I needed the high refresh rate. And then the more I watch Quake and everything, and I keep hearing how much of a difference, not necessarily just in Quake, but you know, in general for high or really quick shooty games, how much of a difference it is. I've been thinking about it more and more and more. And just recently, my little cousin, no, not cousin, what's nephew, yeah. My nephew, who is just a kid, it's needing a computer, so he got a spare CPU, but he doesn't have a monitor. So I'm like, yeah, I have my secondary monitor, which is a really shitty monitor. It's actually the one that I have right now, and that's what I use to you know, as my second monitor for the stream and for recording stuff and see if everything is recording proper and all of that shit, you know. So I've been using this monitor for a while. It's a 768p monitor type of deal. So it's not fantastic, it's kind of small, but I figure, well, for my cousin it should be alright just for him to do his homework, and he's young, so he doesn't really need all that much at this moment. Oh shit, come, oh my fucking god, again. Okay, I have 1 minute to do it. So anyway, the point is that this gave me the perfect opportunity to get rid of my shitty monitor, my small monitor, and buy another monitor. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just buy a bigger monitor, bigger monitor, so that I can fit more shit on the screen, because seriously, living in this 768p for trying to be productive doesn't really help. So I thought I'll just buy me another monitor with a higher resolution. But then I started thinking, like, because I was thinking, I'll just buy another monitor that's still gonna be my secondary monitor. But then I'm like, but what if, and hear me out, DBT, what if you actually bought a high refresh rate monitor? But they're really expensive. I mean, they're considerably expensive, but they're expensive for my standards of what I like to spend, or what I can spend without starting to feel guilty, because, you know, I should be saving some money. But after enough thought, after enough deliberation with myself, hold on, because this motherfucker have gotten me a couple times already. I decided to do it, so I have ordered it, and this is possibly the last video that I record playing at 60 frames per second. Isn't that beautiful? I think it is. Yeah, I don't know. So probably on the next episode, you're gonna hear me talk about, oh my god, the smoothness. Or maybe I would just talk about how my computer is burning up because now it has to render so many more frames and the cooling of my computer doesn't work good enough. I don't know. We'll see. And I think I'm stuck. Okay, no, I think we should be fine. It's just that I don't know if I showed this on a YouTube video or not, or only has happened on my streams. But there's this odd situation in which you can get stuck in this area because of the goddamn annoying infighting that they added. I hate that they added infighting on this game, but it's not real infighting. All right, it worked this time. Good. But the thing is that, you know how this guy was starting to run around? There's a weird situation where the enemies can run around. This world's still blocked. They run around, they go up there, and I can't kill them at all because there's no way to kill them. And they are alive, but they're infighting, so they don't pay attention to me, and they just continue infighting without dealing damage to each other. So you're just stuck over there. You can't make any more progress because of stupid infighting. I don't like the infighting in this game, how they don't ever deal damage to one another. But anyway, I'm already at 31 minutes, at the 31 minutes mark, so that's a good point to leave it. But once again, I just say thank you very much, everybody, for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it, and I do, like I said, I do hope that you're having fun with all this content. Also expect, of course, much more stuff about Karen Took. I know that a lot of people are really in here mostly for Karen Took, and still, thank you for being here. And yeah, more stuff to come, I promise. In the meantime, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Again, leave a like on the comment, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. How the hell do I turn this off?